I'm tan. Tan and Rose.
I plan to get a little burn on my backside tomorrow.
Your new name's Rose.
My shins
you
are still
said a
muffed.
full hour on one side. Burn
Yeah,
it,
so
then the
tomorrow's
next week
the
you send them
back.
up. You're an idiot.
Tomorrow's the back in the calves. Only the top half. Okay, I gotta match the line.
But just take the pants all the way off so you don't get that tan line around your ankles.
Well, that's what I did, but they were bunched up at the bottom. Those weren't even socks. They looked like they were socks, but
Great.
it's fine. It's fine.
All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Just a Tip. Boop.
Welcome.
I'm James.
And I am Dane.
And today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to do a product review comparison of two of our most popular and favorite bars.
And I would probably say these are the top popular bars on the market right now.
Yep. So we got the Built bars, and then we have the MRE bars.
So Built bars, these are from the company Built. Whereas
Good.
MRE bars.
Good, Don.
Okay, well, the people need to know. The MRE bars are from Redcon1, which, yeah, that's a necessary thing.
No, it is. Just sounded weird.
Oh,
The Built bars are from Built.
well, yeah, they have Built energy sticks, and don't they?
Yeah, they have all sorts of
Built
stuff.
Boost. That's the energy stick.
Yeah.
But today we're focused on the bar.
We're focusing on the bars because bars are kind of I honestly don't consume a ton of bars, but people love bars because, as far as getting your protein in, they're an easy, convenient way because you can toss them in your purse if you're a girl. And if you're a man that has a man satchel,
It's a Merce.
you can put it in there too. You can put it in your pocket. It's probably a little sweaty.
They melt. I've done it. They
You can
melt.
put it in a fanny pack at like an amusement park.
I've pocketed one on the airplane and they melt.
So don't do that.
Don't pocket them.
But they're easy protein on the go. But these two bars are actually really different. To the untrained eye, yeah, they're both protein bars, but not all protein bars are created equal. One, if you go back like 5 years ago, most protein bars taste like complete butt.
Chalk.
Just disgusting.
Chalky butt.
Disgusting. You needed like a gallon of water to drink just one. You eat a bar, you have to have a
Chewy.
gallon of water with it.
Very
You're chewing on it. It's like this big whey clay mess.
The whey clay mess.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true.
And you can imagine what that does to your digestive tract. So if it's that thick going in, the tale.
I'm going to be plugged for a
You
moment.
know how this tale goes.
And for my clients that are already plugged, that's bad news.
Yeah, we can't have that. So now, as protein bars have evolved, the textures have gotten better. They taste way better. Way.
The protein in these, well, the Built bars are whey protein.
Dad joke.
Way better.
Yes, they taste better. They are, I think they're better for you because in the past, they were literally straight sugar alcohol.
Well, and one thing I want to point out is
As far as your sweetener goes.
the marketing. I mean, the display
Boxes.
pretty beautiful between
pretty
the two.
nice.
Like you look at this wrapper on this mint chocolate chip. Does that not just scream? You want one
It
of those
does look,
bars?
and look at this. You put that outside in the sun, you're gonna need sunglasses to look
Little
at that.
glimmer,
So much
yeah.
reflection.
It's beautiful.
So nice.
So great job on the packaging here. Now, I will say, like for me personally, I don't implement a ton of bars either.
Right.
But I do have quite a few of my clients utilize bars. And the reason being is just convenience sake.
Right.
Right? You're out on the go. Rather than miss a eating window, you get a bar down.
Right.
Now, for both of these, I mean, if we're looking at like a caloric perspective, the MRE bars are sitting at 260 calories. The Built bars are at 150. So,
Right.
For my clients, if we're going MRE bar, it's more of getting your calories in that are needed.
Right.
Whereas the Built bars are, if you're having a sweet tooth craving, a Built
Right.
bar is a great option.
Right. Because you're getting 15 grams of protein with the Built, 20 grams of protein with the MRE bar. No, this is 15. This one's 15.
15
The Built
ones.
bars kind of vary. Some of them are 15. Some of them go up to 20, where every MRE bar is going to be 20 grams of protein. In my opinion, 15 grams of protein, as your protein sitting, is not enough for anyone.
Yeah.
Maybe a child.
20's a little bit better, but not quite there.
Right.
So,
But for me, if I'm eating a Built bar, it's like I had a meal and I'm like, God, I really want something sweet. Crush a Built bar after, because it's only 150 calories. Get a little extra protein. Your net carbs are like 7, because you're between the sugar, alcohol, the fiber. You're only getting like 6-7 grams of sugar, which is not very much.
From like an ingredient label perspective, just run down the ingredient label on the Built bars.
So the protein, that's a good point, because the protein in these are going to be different. The Built protein is going to be straight whey isolate. Your carbs, where this in the MRE bar from Redcon1,
you got beef protein, salmon protein, chicken protein, egg protein, pea protein.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
And for those that have a milk protein allergy, the whey protein gives you the rumblies, this is going to be a better route. And that's quite a few people. It's odd. I'm surprised how many people, they do not process whey well.
Well, and for me, I love the Built bars, but between the sugar alcohol in there, I get the rumblies.
Right.
Whereas the MRE bar, so kind of the difference between these two.
That brings up sweeteners. All right. So sugar alcohol is, technically it's natural, but your body doesn't process it. So they never count it towards your sugars. So when you ingest a sugar alcohol, you just pass it through. So if you have a lot of sugar alcohol, it is going to give you the rumblies. And it's usually gas and perhaps a little diarrhea. Depends on your sensitivity.
So on the nutrition label, the way it's labeled, you have 18 total grams of carbs, 5 grams of fiber, 7 grams of total sugar, and then 6 grams of sugar alcohol.
Which isn't that much. So honestly, most people can handle the Built well. Most protein bars have gone away from having a ton of sugar alcohol, because you have to sweeten them or they taste like trash. So they do a little bit of sugar alcohol, and it works out pretty good. So now let's talk sweeteners on MRE.
So yeah, the MRE bar is definitely more of a whole food bar. So your carb sources are coming from rolled oat, sweet potato, quinoa, all whole food sources. But then you have some sorbitol and maltitol in there.
Not a ton though.
But very minimal. On their ingredient label, they don't even list the sugar alcohols in there because it's so minimal. So yeah, more of a whole food bar coming from all whole food sources, whereas Built bar uses a little more processed ingredients. But
right.
The macros on them, 150 calories versus 260.
Yeah, where this is more of in my opinion, more of an add-on to your meal. Where the MRE, if you needed something like a meal on the go, this at least, say you're out on a hike and you're I need a little fuel, this is going to give you much more fuel than the Built bar.
Yeah, longer sustainability. But for me personally, if I was including this just in a day-to-day consumption, I would still have a bar plus a scoop of protein powder,
right,
to get the protein where I need it to be.
I agree. So realistically, to review.
Well, hold on. How many total carbs here?
Total carbs?
Yeah. What were we at on those?
18.
18, yeah. So you
they all fluctuate a little bit.
So you've got 18 in the Built bar versus 29
18.
in the... So let me back up. Macro, 20 grams of protein here, 15 grams of protein here. 29 grams of carbs here, 18 grams of carbs here. 9 grams of fat here with, I want to say, 4 grams of total fat.
Going back
on the Built bar.
Yes, 4 grams.
So,
which is where a lot of the calories are coming from, the carbs and the fat. And this one's why it's a little more calorie heavy.
And there's a time and place for both of them in our reality.
Honestly, and realistically, I love both of these. Like I said, I'm not a huge Built bar guy. I mean, not a huge protein bar guy, but Built bars and MRE bars are really the only bars that I consume if I'm ever going to consume a bar.
I can agree with
So
that.
something else. So if we're talking like sensitive bellies, MRE bars can be the way to go. If you have a whey protein sensitivity or sugar alcohols wreck you, if you're sensitive to both of those, the built might affect you in a negative way in the form of a rumbly,
But
gassy belly.
that's different person to person. So
And some
definitely
people
still
might
give it a
like
whirl.
that. So, some people like the abuse. They know it wrecks them and they're like, you know what? I'm going back for
Give
more.
me the rumblies.
Because they do taste good.
Burn me. Burn me up.
If it's that or a candy bar, they're like, you know what? This isn't going to be good. My family's going to pay, but I need something sweet.
There's some freaks out there. So whatever floats your boat.
So, as an ultimate tip for these bars, we are going to say which one tastes the best. We're going to try them. Because realistically, if it tastes like crap, you're not going to eat it.
Yeah.
And we've had these before, they don't taste like crap. But we're going to give you a real world taste review.
So we'll start with the Built Bar.
Built Bar first.
And we're
now
gonna-
this one is the coconut brownie chunk, which is hot right now.
Sounds good.
I've had a lot of gals asking for the coconut brownie chunk. Yeah, they're looking for some coconut brownie chunk.
Then we're gonna share the same bar.
Wow.
We swap spit.
You want to go on the
the
butt end?
regular.
Or
I'll just dive in.
it's like a super light texture, and that tastes way good. It doesn't have like a fake sweet flavor.
I got a hint of the coconut as I
But
went to bite it.
now that you're watching me chew it, it's chewy. You know what I mean?
What is that? ASMR?
Awful.
My mouth's watering like crazy. I'm gonna spit everywhere.
So my thought process, delicious, very chewy.
Super sweet.
I can taste the coconut pretty heavily in that.
There's chocolate in there too, and it's good.
But they say brownie chunk. I didn't get a chunk of brownie. Did you get a
That
chunk
is
of brownie?
chunkless. It's kind of like a Three Musketeers consistency.
I would say that
like a
that tastes that
like a
does
foamy nougat.
Does Three Musketeer have a? Is there coconut in that?
No,
Is there-
it's just nougat.
oh well, it's just the
You
texture.
clearly were not a good fat kid when you were young.
I like to like.
You're
the,
not a
I like
connoisseur.
the Starburst. Okay, I was
All
not
right.
a chocolate guy.
MRE bar from Redcon1. This one is definitely a more textured bar. And that's mint
Chocolate chip.
chocolate chip. All right, took a big bite. Nice chocolatey flavor, hint of mint. What I do like about that, has little crispies in there. Can you hear them? Like that snap, crackle, pop.
So definitely a little more textured.
Yeah. Not near as chewy. No. I spoke too soon.
I'm not a mint fan typically,
Right.
but this has just like this definitely isn't one of those thin mints. Is that what they are?
No.
Is that what Andy's
mints
thin
are
mints?
cash,
Or what
yeah.
are the other mints?
Like a
that-
York peppermint
Yeah,
patty.
yeah, not nearly as strong
No,
as the York.
no.
I didn't get shot to the mountaintop after.
I
biting
would
into
compare that flavor wise to Keebler grasshopper cookies. You know what I'm talking about? Bro, I thought you were chubby when you were young.
I've never heard of a Keebler grasshopper cookie, but I don't need
No one?
to because it tastes. That's what this tastes like.
Oh my! Okay, Girl Scout mint chocolate little cookies.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Same thing. It was good. Now, people say, "Is this good as a candy bar?" Well, let's see, because we got a Snickers right here. Because realistically, Snickers, I would assume this is going to be the best. And I don't know why we're comparing a Snickers to a freaking protein bar, but it might be comparable. Oh yeah, caramel.
Some good caramel there.
To be honest, I haven't had a Snickers in a long time.
Now,
legitimately, this one is sweeter. Like, no lie.
and this has 28 grams of sugar.
Yeah. All right, now I need to throw one of these down too. Now that we've had sugar back to,
Are we rolling?
we back on. We had some battery issues there. All right,
So, yeah, on the
we
Built
just
Bar,
went protein to Snicker back to protein bar. Because like you have something sweet and then you go back, it can really jack up your flavor. But
still solid.
that should taste gross and it doesn't. Like legit. To be able to go from a protein bar to a freaking candy bar. What are the macros on that pig?
So we've got 4 grams of protein, 32 grams of carbs, but that includes 28 added sugars. Where again, this only had
28.
6 grams. This one had 5 grams. So
that's how much fat?
12 total grams of fat versus 9 versus 4. And 4.5 grams of saturated fat on these, which not ideal.
And there's like 2 grams protein there.
There's 4.
There's 4.
Give
sorry.
Snickers
sorry,
a little credit. There's 4
grams. So
Coming-
ever told you a Snicker bar is a good idea? No, it's not. It's not a protein bar. If your mom's like, have a Snickers, there's peanuts in there. No, don't eat that. Okay, but legitimately, I'm actually impressed. I've never eaten a protein bar to candy bar, back to protein bar, and it still tasted good. So, hope you liked our review. And the ultimate tip of flavor testing, watching Dane and I exchange spit via bar.
The best.
The best.
The best way to share a bar.
It's great.
You know what should be trending is share a bar.
Oh, I'm
Hashtag share a bar.
I'm legit really relieved that's all you were gonna say. I was
I
really
just-
like I was waiting for something really
Share a
uncomfortable.
bar.
That's great.
Just-
Rank your favorite. Which one from Snickers, Built, and MRE? Which one do you prefer?
As far as
You don't even care.
like if I rank them, if I'm
Different taste.
gonna snack, okay, I'm gonna be honest. I love candy bars, so like I'm gonna go for a Snickers. If I don't have a choice, just because they're not as chewy, it's a fat kid bar. Like I love them, right? How about you?
I would personally never buy a candy bar ever. That's me personally.
You're so self-righteous.
But-
You're ridiculous.
Have you ever seen me ever do something like that?
No, and I hate you
So
for it.
I'm
You're an idiot.
That's
We're
just
doing
reality.
candy.
I don't. I really don't.
You're like
But,
a monk.
Yeah. Well.
Pisses me off.
So my initial thought
Food celibacy.
from a taste perspective. Okay, from a taste perspective, the Snickers bar wins. Okay, but Built Bar, I would say, wins on the taste out of the MRE bar.
I agree.
So taste-wise, Snickers, Built, MRE. From an actual utilization factor, MRE would be the top
Right.
go 100%.
I agree.
Snickers,
I'm with you. Flavor-wise, if I put in my nutritional morals, this is gonna be the best flavor with nutrition morals. And as far as like actual fuel, MRE bar for sure. Not a Snickers. Don't listen to your mom. Doesn't fuel champions. All right.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. See you guys.